They can hear us? Missy is the winner.
Should we tell her that Coreen beat her?
No, let her keep it.
Okay, yeah. I'm a giving soul.
I read that as well.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Movie Libs. We are over here arguing about who won the first comment of the night battle. According to we're counting Dana's information as the accurate information. We'll get to that in a second after I intro the show. Oh, you've all heard it, Jennifer. You probably haven't heard Dana talking because I don't think you can hear Dana. But anyways, you're here at Movie Libs. We are a show that's here with you every Thursday at 6. We take scenes from famous movies, pull words out of those scenes, and you all give us new words to plug into those scenes. We then use those words to make a whole new scene together that we reenact for you live and for your enjoyment. We have a fun theme this week. It is cities. That means we have picked movies that all have cities in the title. The movies have a lot to do with the cities in which they are titled after. So anyways, we also have a great cast for you. Hello. We got Tina up here looking sparkly. Hello, Tina.
Is that the word we're going with? Okay.
Sparkly.
Yeah. Sparkly stick. That's
Well,
me.
looks sparkly to me. Is it spotty or what?
What's that?
It looks sparkly to me. Is it polka dotty or what is it?
Oh, that's what you're talking about. They're very tiny flowers. It's very
Oh, lovely.
Spring has spring.
What's a cool city you've traveled to, Tina?
I will say Bruges, Belgium was very cool. It's very much like you just walked into a friggin' storybook town. It's very quaint, quiet. They actually had a place called Obama Bar when we were there, which was weird, but cool. Good waffles, fries, chocolate.
Nice. Marco, under Tina, how are you doing?
I'm great, Coreen.
Wow. What's a cool city you've been to?
Oh, you know, Lodi.
Yeah.
Wine country.
Yeah.
Stacey, same question.
And
Edinburgh, Scotland.
Nice.
Try my best. They have a Cochran Street there.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I hope you have a picture with it.
I do.
Nice. Dana, can you please be the official decider of whom commented first today?
Yes. Before that, I would like to say that I've been to London and it's magical.
Sorry, I
Yes.
didn't mean to not let you play.
No.
man, I want to go.
I would love to be there again. According to Ecamm, this is the first comment. That's the one I got first.
Not like I hadn't copied and pasted it ahead of time, so I was ready to paste it into my thing as soon as it came up. Oh, that's how I played that, Stacey.
Also, you know, you guys have a head start. It's a little unfair. I think that you could give it to her still.
Yeah, I'm out of practice, number one. Number two, I feel like that's cheating, Coreen, because my fingers have to move really quick to type first.
I don't think there's any rules to the first game, Stacey. So
I
you
created
just
the
let
game.
your game a
I'll
little
make
bit.
the rules. You know what? I'm humble in winning, and I'm humble in defeat.
Okay.
I'm also humble in defeat. Coreen, congratulations. You were first.
Suck it, Stacey.
Wow. No, just not humble at all.
Anyways, okay, so we're ready to roll into our first scene, I think. What we do for our first scene is we ask for the words ahead of time. You have already given us delightful words such as the Pacific Ocean and escargot. Those are the lovely types of things that you gave us for this scene, and we're now going to use those to build this together. And then you'll get to give us words later for our other scenes when we ask for them. So let me take you to our scene description. Okay, first up is 1991's LA Story. The plot: Harris, played by Steve Martin, has the easiest job in the world. He's a weatherman in Los Angeles, where the weather is so predictable that he tapes his forecasts days in advance. Bored with his job and his life and his relationship with his longtime girlfriend, Trudy, Harris begins to receive secret messages from an electronic freeway sign near his home, which lead him to pursue a romance with a British journalist and a vapid young model. In our scene, Harris is attempting to get a reservation at Les Idiots, and the maitre d', played by Patrick Stewart, is not convinced that Harris can afford his fancy restaurant. So let me get my wig on. Oh no, throw my hat. I spent so long constructing it. There we go. All right, let's do it.
I have Visa and barter chickens.
They all have visa and barter chickens. I'm looking for more than a promise to pay. I'm looking for the kind of depth in your financial Pacific Ocean, so to speak. Let's make this easier. Suppose you get the reservation at Howard Dana No, and suppose you come down and we honor it. What do you think you might order?
Well, I might like to have the escargot.
You can't have the escargot.
You can't have the escargot.
Why?
With these financial statements, you think you can have the escargot? Where do you summer?
What do you mean?
Where do you spend your summers?
Right here in Middlefield, Ohio, the Amish town where I grew up. I am not Amish.
He can have the top ramen.
You can have the top ramen.
What about my date? What if she wants caviar? I can't tell her what to order.
You can certainly edge her in the top ramen direction.
Look, either we go to How Would Dana Know and she orders what she wants, or let's forget it.
All right. I like a floppy gamble. We can take you in 8 million years.
And scene.
I would eat it. How would Dana know?
Right.
I couldn't resist. You try to cop out of an answer. No, I won't allow it.
I don't know any fancy restaurants. So I'm like, how would I know?
Yeah, he might. Yeah, I've never seen this movie. I was wondering about it after this scene because it's just it's so weird and absurd.
Yeah, it's very surreal of a movie.
Yeah, but it's also pitting him as some sort of lowly weatherman in the scene. Like, oh, he can't eat at the fanciest restaurant. He's just a weatherman.
He's on news.
Is it meant to be a comedy or is it like a serious film?
No, it's comedy. For
It's
sure.
pretty silly.
Yeah.
Well, I know all of those comedians try to do their like serious acting at one point in time.
Oh.
Steve Martin does that.
This is not it.
They were like, Patrick Stewart, be obnoxiously French, like you're in a cartoon.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's like a very, very quick scene in the movie, like just sort of a cameo thing, because it took me like a long time to Google and figure out what was even happening in that scene. I was like, wait, okay, what's been why?
Yeah.
If you think we watch these movies, you're crazy.
Yeah,
I watched one of the ones we're doing this week.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of them.
You should watch the one that Tina and I have watched.
And I put together that French accent in 30 minutes. I don't know if you could tell. Pretty good.
Oh, that was really good. I
That was
enjoyed
really good. Patrick Stewart as a French person.
Yeah.
He was several years into being Captain Picard at this point.
Oh,
Oh,
do
nice.
tell.
He
Oh, man.
still wasn't Dr. Xavier yet.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No. He was running a restaurant before he became Dr. Xavier.
That's good. Good casting on whoever made that decision's part. That was the greatest casting of all time. To be like, maybe we should get Patrick Stewart to play Professor X. Yeah. Who the hell else you gonna get?
Marco, have you ever chimed in about the X-Men series?
To my recollection, I believe I really like the second one. I think I like the second one a lot.
Oh.
That was in the
Oh.
once Iron Man came out, that's where I'm like, I think I watched like 50 of these and I'm done. And they're like, what if we did them forever? And I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah.
X-Men aren't even in the MCU yet.
They're going to be, though. You know, they're going to drag them in there and make a bunch of X-Men TV shows or movies or something.
Well, they put one of them in WandaVision, right?
Well, I mean, because technically Wanda and her brother are both X-Men, and they're like supposedly in some versions they're like children of Magneto in some canon, but
they literally pulled the actor from X-Men to be in WandaVision to play her brother, even though he's not her brother.
Yeah, to troll people, because everyone's like, oh my god, is it going to be like a multiverse thing? And they're like, no, we're just big old trolls.
Nah, that's a multiverse thing. They pretend like they're just trolling you, but it is, they're not.
The multiverse is the end, though, because they did the Spider-Man, and everybody's like, wow, this is amazing. And it's like, yeah, do this a couple more times, and everybody's going to be like, wait, this is a trick.
I'm also pretty sure it's all just like Lost, where they're like, we have a plan. We know how this is going on. We know what's happening. And then like you get to the end and we're like, I don't think you had a plan. I don't think you did know what was happening this whole time.
I don't know who got drunk and added polar bears, to be real honest with you. I'm lost.
Oh man, but they got you, right? When the polar bears are there, you're like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? This is gonna be the greatest experience of my TV life. And then they're like, well, it's not important. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, means nothing.
And that's how you blow 5 minutes of movie libs, kids.
Yeah, sorry guys.
We got some words if you want them.
Oh, that part of the show. Okay, yes. Please.
Okay, so murderer BTK.
That is a serial killer.
Yes.
Yeah.
The bound, torture, kill killer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Place one can work. McDonald's.
As a hooker only, though.
Ooh. Another murderer is the Golden State Killer.
Oh, this is gonna bring out all the people that know all the serial killers.
Hi, Bruce.
Serial killers are awesome.
Thing you could write, a romance novel. Ooh. Silly way to say sex, hanky panky.
You should write a romance novel, though.
Yeah.
Thing you can write, a Dear John letter. A smart person, Einstein.
He was pretty smart, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with yes on that, yeah.
Silly way to say sex, business time.
Business. It's the business.
Don't pull up my pearls.
Heavy object, an anvil.
They're very heavy.
City, Daytona. Silly way to say sex, bumpin' uglies.
Stop.
Magazine, Boy's Life.
Boy's Life.
Oh.
A heavy object, a safe. City, Sebastopol. Or Savannah, Georgia. A school, Hogwarts.
I know the bad thing.
Oh, it's the Boy Scout magazine. That makes sense.
A magazine, 17. Location.
Oh, it's the Girl Scout magazine.
A front porch.
Good luck, Marco.
Place one can work, the
I saw
adult
face you made. It was
bookstore.
worth it.
Let's see. Thing that could be used as a weapon, a sharpened toothbrush handle.
Yep. Call that a shank.
Okay, is there anything you're missing?
An emotion.
Oh, I don't.
Nice hat.
The only one we have is when Charlie was being funny earlier and he said humble.
Okay.
I'll close the door for you.
Let's do that. Thank you, Carson. They dropped something like very loudly a little bit ago. I have no idea what it was. Okay, so next we have 1979's Manhattan. The plot of this movie, director Woody Allen's love letter to New York City, stars Allen as the frustrated television writer Isaac, or Ike Davis, a twice divorced man facing middle age, alone after his wife Jill, played by Meryl Streep, leaves him for a woman. Isaac is dating fresh-faced Tracy, a high school girl he knows is wrong for him, and begins to wonder if he and brainy writer Mary Diane Keaton, the mistress of his best friend, might make a better couple. In our scene, Woody Allen is having an intellectual conversation with some friends at a party. They discuss Nazis and one person's movie idea. Let me pull the background and go relieve Charlie so that he can do the scene.
I don't even think I have it on. Wait, that was taking me too long.
Movie
I
magic.
even put slightly extra effort and made a bow tie.
Ooh,
I know, right?
nice.
Shit, I don't have the thing pulled up.
It's in this pocket.
On it. Wait.
Well, now sounds like as good a time as any to talk for a minute about the shows that are happening this weekend. We have got Friday is the Gateway Show. That's one. That's the whole night. And then Saturday is Shortcuts, which both Tina and Charlie are going to be in at 8. And then at 9, I'll be on ACL again with everybody.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm
And
ready
then-
now. I'm sorry.
Then there's another show at 10:30 called Skill Set, which is also a short form show.
Yeah.
And then both Shortcuts and ACL, both of them will be available for live stream to all the supporters.
The double
You know who you are.
stream. So you can watch a bunch of us movie livers doing things on the internet. And that'll be fun.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I'm ready now. Very unprofessional.
No, you can't be a theme.
I heard you quit your job at McDonald's.
A real destructive, self-destructive impulse. You know, I want to write a romance novel. So hey, has anybody read that the Nazis are going to march on the front porch? You know, I read this in the newspaper. Yeah, we should go down there, get some guys together. You know, get some anvils and some sharpened toothbrush handles, and really explain things to them.
There's this devastating satirical piece on that on an op-ed page of the of Boy's Life. It was devastating.
Well, a satirical piece in the Times is one thing, but anvils and sharpened toothbrush handles really gets right to the point down there.
Oh, but really, biting satire is always better than physical force.
But true, physical force is always better with Nazis, because it's hard to satirize a guy with shiny boots on.
Oh, you get emotional, I know, but you know, it's just like it's nothing really big. It's just.
We were,
we were talking about orgasms.
no, please wait. No.
No,
Oh, really? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Give me a break, Dennis.
well, we were.
Like, no, I'm from Sebastopol. Okay, we never talk about things like that in public.
Yeah, you said that the other day. I didn't know what the hell that meant. The hell it meant then either.
I'm just about to direct a film and my own script, and the premise is this guy Hanky, he hanky panky's so great.
Wait, Hanky Panky's so great?
Hanky panky's so great that when he brings a woman to orgasm, she's so humble that she dies, right? Now this one, excuse me, finds this hostile.
This one, hostile. God, it's worse than hostile. It's aggressive homicidal. Okay, you have to forgive Dennis. Okay, he is a Hogwarts to Daytona. All right, it's like Einstein with a touch of BTK.
I finally had an orgasm, and my doctor told me it was the wrong kind.
Did you have the wrong kind? Oh, really? I've never had the wrong kind, ever, never. My worst one was right on the money.
And scene. Very nice, everybody. Sorry for your bow tie.
I hate that Woody Allen wrote about this. That guy's a creeper, and what would he know?
Crazy, right? I was thinking the same thing.
Well, he's like dating, I don't know.
Woody Allen is going out with is currently still in a relationship with his stepdaughter.
Yeah.
His former stepdaughter, which good on him for knowing it would last.
No, gross, stop.
It's weird and creepy.
No,
So,
that's like Stockholm syndrome. She's like, what else am I supposed to do? My dad.
Well, it's Mia Farrow's daughter or adopted daughter, but it's not his. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like Woody Allen.
He's a creeper.
This scene's pretty funny though.
Yeah. It's
I was waiting for Stacey to say that. Although that was not my fault that there was a pause, because I did check and I was written down as the other guy, and there are two guys in that scene, and it did not occur to me that they're both have different names, because I was Jerry and I'm like, I got 2 lines and I'm done. And then I was like, who's Dennis? Oh no.
I was like, who fucking Dennis?
Oops, my bad.
Dressed like the bow tie. I was like, oh, that guy's got a bow tie, but the other guy didn't. I was like, I'll figure it out.
Well, behind the movies, everybody.
You know,
Live to everyone, live theater.
I do my best to delete miscellaneous characters, and I did not, apparently. There was also another girl in that scene that talked, but I cut her out too. So
that made sense. I understood, because I was like, did she combine characters? And you did, but you did, but the names are still different. That's why I was confused. Now I get it.
No, didn't bother literally combining them. Just oh man. Okay, we got more words that we need. Hey, why don't we now talk about what's coming up next in the next couple weeks and next week? Yeah, sit back down, Tina. Enjoy yourself.
Hey.
You can sit on the big screen, Dana. Oh, go ahead, Tina.
I look great. Hi, everyone. We are 2 weeks away from one of the biggest events in the Comedy Spot event calendar, and that is Big Day of Giving. Thursday, May 5th. This is a citywide fundraiser throughout Sacramento with over 700 nonprofits participating, of which we are a nonprofit, in case anyone didn't know. Every year, each nonprofit has a goal that they're trying to reach, and it's just a massive, massive day of philanthropy and donating and events and all kinds of fun stuff. This year, the Comedy Spot is going big. We doubled our goal from last year. We are looking to raise, drum roll, $50,000 this year. $50,000. Things that you need to know are Big Day of Giving isn't just a big day anymore. It is a big day, but early giving actually begins today. So anytime today through midnight on May 5th, you can donate to the Comedy Spot's fundraiser. And then within the Comedy Spot, we're going to have a bunch of different shows and different teams that are going to be fundraising, and individuals that are going to try to create their own pages to raise money, which Movie Libs is doing. Those of you that were with us last year, we're going to kind of do the same thing. We're going to have bonuses for people who donate certain amounts of money or certain time periods. You can contribute to the show, which Coreen's going to tell you about in a second. At the Comedy Spot, we usually have been doing a 24-hour live stream event, which is a lot of work. We're going different this year because we want to do something different. So we are having the Comedy Spot Grand Prix. And this is an actual race that will start at 6 a.m. on May 5th, running until midnight. It will take place outside of our theater in the street. We're going to do a track, and there's going to be 2 adult razor trikes that are going to be racing every hour, red bike and a blue bike. And we're going to have different teams every hour. You might see Movie Libs out there racing one day or 1 hour. Basically, these bikes are going to keep going nonstop from 6 a.m. to midnight. The only time they're going to stop is to change drivers. And then we're going to have sponsors. We're going to have people doing challenges. We're going to have all kinds of fun. That will be live streamed. So if you're not here, you can watch the race throughout the day with commentary and all kinds of shenanigans. If you're local, we're going to be open. We're going to have the bar open from noon till midnight, but you can obviously come earlier if you want to bring us breakfast. That's cool. We won't push it away. that's it. It's a big fundraiser. You can find it on our website, stackcomedyspot.com/bdog, B-D-O-G. Or if you just go to the Stack Comedy Spot webpage, you'll see a banner. It's the first thing that'll come up on the slider. You can click on that. It'll take you over to the Grand Prix page. And I'm going to post about our Movie Lib stuff, which Coreen will tell you about now.
Yes. Hello. So we didn't want to leave you without a Movie Libs Big Day of Giving donor show. So next week, we're going to do a donor show and we're going to take in donations live. You can donate on the behalf of Movie Libs and you can get incentives like we gave you last year. One of the things, if you want to donate right away now, the first 5 people to donate $50 will get to pick a scene for us to bring back next week during our donor show. So a rerun episode that was your just favorite scene. You get to pick one, and we will do that again with new words next week. And then we will also be offering full donor shows for $100 again. We might come up with other fun, cute things. We'll be brainstorming on it and getting back to you with more of that. But next week, we'll have a whole big show. Oh, and I think Stacey's going to do something too.
Oh, it's Dana and myself. Both Dana and I said that anybody who donates $100 during our show will take a shot during the show.
Yeah, so we'll
April
see
28th, 6 to 7 Pacific. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, so that's kind of our goals, and hopefully everybody enjoys that and we have a good time. And let's jump into words. Let's do it.
Nice. Oh, we still need words. Okay. Female celebrity, Demi Moore. Positive adjective, spiffy. Emotion.
Stiffy for a minute, and I was like,
emotion, bummed out.
That's not an emotion.
Male celebrity, Tom Hanks. Location, the post office.
I've been there.
Emotion, confused. As in Marco's confused about what is an emotion.
No. Confusion is not an emotion.
Amount of time, 29 light years.
According to my therapist, it is, Marco.
Holiday.
Light years a distance? It's not
Flag
an
Day.
amount of time, is it? I don't know.
Emotion, joyful. Male celebrity, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah, Leo.
Location, a track field.
Hey, Leo.
Just in case he's
Be
watching.
my king of the world.
Amount of time, a hot second. Location, tornado shelter. Male celebrity, the second Hanson brother, who is Taylor.
What's his name?
They don't have names. We decided this in the chat. While you guys were talking about the big day of giving, we were deciding that the Hanson brothers don't have names.
Yeah.
No, he has a name. Taylor Hanson's the best one.
No, right? Because it's the big doofy one, the one that's a kid, so you can't like him as a teenager because it's weird. And then the one in the middle.
Taylor.
So it's Isaac, Taylor, and Zach. Okay.
Okay. They
Everybody
look
knows
like
that, Marco.
when they first came out, they looked like 2 little girls and a horse.
Wow.
Sorry.
Female celebrity.
A relative.
You just need a relative? Oh, wow. This really did blow up. I don't even have any.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to. We didn't get any relatives. Oh, no.
I saw an emotion that says angry that Marco doesn't understand emotions.
How about your ex-stepbrother?
I'm sorry, I'm more attuned to emotions than other people.
Okay. Are we good?
All right. I think we're ready to go. I need to gather whatever the hell is actually for this costume. Okay. So next is 1944's Meet in St. Louis. This classic MGM romantic musical comedy focuses on 4 sisters. But it's not, that other movie about 4 sisters. One of whom is Judy Garland on the cusp of the 1940s St. Louis World's Fair. In the end, love accompanied by song and dance and period costumes, all in glorious Technicolor, conquers all. In our scene, Esther, aka Judy Garland. Hang on, I'm getting my coat. aka Judy Garland, and her sister Rose are building snow people, and they pretend that one is their brother Lon's love interest. This sparks a super weird and incestuous conversation about how Rose and her brother Lon should go to the dance together. It's really creepy and weird.
Very creepy and weird.
But had to do it because of that. And yeah, so this is my look. Sure, you can't see my hat, but whatever. Okay, let's do it, Dana. If I get my background.
Well, what's so funny?
This one's named Demi Moore.
Oh, it is it? I suppose that was your idea.
Oh, Lon, don't get so touchy just because Demi Moore doesn't think you're good enough to take her to the dance tonight.
Girl's got a right to go with anyone she wants. I just didn't ask her soon enough.
Everyone knows she's a post office snob.
I'll bet you to keep Miss Demi Moore's name out of this.
Oh, Lon, just because you had a few dates with her in the track and field is no reason to lose your sense of proportion.
Look who's talking. You're sulking because Tom Hanks didn't ask you to the dance.
That's not true. Rose turned down literally scads of dates. She could have had any man she wanted.
Except Tom Hanks.
Everyone knows that Tom Hanks is just... Oh, everyone knows that Demi Moore is just throwing herself at Tom Hanks because of his stepbrother's money.
Ha! This is what I call a real Flag Day spirit. You two have spent this entire vacation at each other's throats. Alonzo Smith, did it occur to you that you might take your sister to the dance?
What?
Is there anything wrong with going with your brother? Yes.
And be the laughing stock of St. Louis?
Oh, thank you.
Katie's right. This solves all of our problems. And besides, it's so full of the spirit of Flag Day.
I'll thank you to leave Flag Day out of this.
Oh, Lon, it's our last Flag Day dance in St. Louis, and it'd be tragic if either of you missed it.
It's all right for you to talk. You have a date, a real one.
Rose, if I didn't have a date with the second Hanson brother, which I have, I'd be joyful to go with my brother.
Then that settles it.
Wait. A hot second. What's she got to do with this?
Well, if you two won't go with each other, I won't go with the second Hanson brother either.
You ought to be bummed out, wrecking your poor sister's evening.
Rose, I'd be glad to.
You would, Lon?
I was going to ask you anyhow, but...
You two will have the best time of anybody. You won't have to be spiffy to each other.
And scene. They're like, it's like even weirder than we played it, because like when he like asks her finally to go, like they get super romantic and weird about it. It's like, yeah. Oh, you would? Oh. So
and that's her brother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that there's a level of formality to this that is lost on us as modern hip cool young people.
Yeah.
You know, like it just seems like that there's some sort of like, well, everyone's expected to go, so you should kind of go no matter what, and it just seems bizarre. But yeah, no, it's weird. It's weird sounding now. Although I love that Stacey was like, how can I be this old lady? I'll just be an Italian man. I was like, hey, what are you doing? You should just go mix with the sister.
That's what her voice sounded like. She's all crap.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I love Marco's tactic.
Go with your brother. Come on.
I love Marco's tactic
and your brother.
I love Marco's tactic of never trying to do a voice and then making fun of us for our voices that we do.
What? I was trying to do the old 40s voice or whatever.
I take it back.
Yeah.
I was trying a little bit. I'm not particularly good at impressions most of the time, so you know.
Particularly.
I believe you. Believe in you.
I'm no Charlie.
Oh God, that guy.
Charlie in a box.
I can hear him practicing.
That's my favorite thing to shout randomly all the time is, no one likes a Charlie in the box.
I can every so often hear Charlie practicing his character for the 5th scene out in the living room.
Oh, really?
Like yelling lines from it. Anyways, what are we getting, Dana?
Okay, so we have a good location to party, the beach.
Oh, yeah. You bury the keg in the sand, it stays cold.
A historical figure, Zach Morris.
It's a great. No, Zach Morris is a god.
But have you seen Zach Morris's trash? The videos?
No.
Great.
Yeah, they're
Zach
accurate.
Morris.
Just don't ruin it.
Way to say attractive, Marco. I think you have a fan.
Hello.
Adrian? Oh, it's Adrian.
It's
Yeah.
Adrian. Synonym for confused, lost.
It's
Historical
also a show with polar bears.
historical
Zach
figure,
Morris.
the notorious RBG. A drunk person activity, losing your cell phone.
Or just everybody does that sometimes.
Historical figure, Ben Franklin. Good location to party, a cornfield.
She must be from Wisconsin.
Don't be messing
Genre
the corn up. That's money.
of book, a biography. An instrument,
Look at that little bottle.
a vibra-slap. I've never heard of that. That sounds cool.
Fiber slap.
That's that thing that's like the wire, and then it's got the ball in it, and you like hit the thing, and it makes like a rattle sound.
Okay.
Okay.
A drunk person activity, dancing.
Yeah.
Way to say attractive, sexy AF.
Yeah.
Instrument, a bassoon.
Mm.
Genre book, mythical erotica.
Mythical
heard that.
erotica. That's like elves that do it and stuff.
We also have supernatural suburban romance.
What? That's
I've
not a
heard
book
of.
genre.
Saying Housewives.
Location in the jungle of Jumanji.
Mm.
That was on last night.
Oh, yeah.
The new one.
Musical
Television?
artist,
On the
Dua Lipa. Type of alcohol, bourbon.
That is a type of alcohol.
Charlie's saying, hey, that's my regular voice.
Charlie always talks like.
U.S. A location, the Empire Mine State Historic Park.
Oh, we just went there.
Oh.
Did they
It was
let
really
you
fun.
actually go into the mine?
No, when I was like 17 or 16 or something, I went there with my parents, and they were like, "We're gonna open up the mine, and you're gonna get to go down about 100 feet." And they said it'll be open by 2005 or something. And I went back in 2005, not ready. Went back like last Friday. Still, you can't go down all the way in the mine. You can go a little bit. It's still really fun.
I've been in the mine.
Where?
Ooh, yeah.
Cause
Nice.
I did an a legal internship with the Department of Parks and Recreation here in California, and we went on a field trip to the mine, and both me and my other law intern were in our suits in the mine because we didn't realize we shouldn't be wearing suits.
You got to go past the gate?
Yeah, and actually,
Oh shoot!
yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
into the mine shaft. It was hella cool.
VIP.
Okay.
I need a body part and another historical figure.
Okay, historical figure, Cleopatra. A body part, the left nostril. Or a belly button.
Okay, let's do it.
I look terrible again.
Okay, our fourth film is 2011's Midnight in Paris, the only one of these films that Tina and I have seen. The plot of this film, Gil Pender, played by Owen Wilson, is a screenwriter and aspiring novelist. He's vacationing in Paris with his fiancée. He is taken to touring the city alone. On one such late-night excursion, Jill encounters a group of strange yet familiar revelers who sweep him along, apparently back in time, for a night with some of the Jazz Age icons of art and literature. The more time Gil spends with these cultural heroes of the past, the more dissatisfied he becomes with the present. In our scene, Gil is still unaware that his midnight romps are leading him to time travel. He crashes a party and runs into famed 1920s couple Zelda and Scott Fitzgerald. He is realizing that things are quite strange indeed. So, I'm really mad that my hair is not properly showing up, but what are you gonna do?
I don't have the right.
Mess it up. Break your nose. Come on.
This makes it so funny. It's ridiculous. I wear it backwards and forwards, all kinds of ways.
Do it. All right. You look lost.
Oh yeah, you're American.
If you count the Empire State Mine Historic Park as America, which I do, I miss the bathtub bourbon. What do you do?
Me? I'm a writer.
What do you write?
Right now, I'm working on mythical erotica book.
Oh, yeah. I'm Zelda, by the way. Oh, Scott, come over here. Here's a writer from where?
The jungle of Jumanji.
Scott Fitzgerald. And who are you, old sport?
I'm Gil. Oh, you two have the same names as
what?
Scott Fitzgerald and
Scott and Zelda Fitzgerald, the Fitzgeralds. Isn't she just looks like Marco?
Yes, it's a coincidence. I mean, it's a funny coincidence.
You've a glazed look in your eyes, stunned, stupefied, lostified, lobotomized.
I keep looking back at the man on the bassoon. I mean, believe it or not, I recognize his left nostril from Small Sheet Music.
I know if I put my mind to it, I could be one of those great writers of musical lyrics. Not that I can write melodies, and I try. And then I hear songs that Dua Lipa writes, and I realize I'll never write great lyric, and that my talent really lies in losing my cell phone.
Oh, yes, but Dua Lipa didn't write the music, or did she? I mean, that's not possible.
What kind of books do you write?
I'm working on a. Where am I?
I'm sorry. Don't you know the host? Some friends have gotten together a little party for Zach Morris.
Hey, lady, are you kidding me?
I know what you're thinking. This is boring. I agree. I'm ready to move on. Let's do the beach. Scott, I'm bored. He's bored. We're all bored.
We're all bored. Let's do the beach. Why don't you tell Ben Franklin and Cleopatra to come with? Gil, you coming?
Yeah.
And scene. That movie's fun.
It's a fun movie.
Tina needs to be Owen Wilson in everything. That was really funny.
Has been Owen
Usually
Wilson.
is.
Yeah.
I know. It just needs to be Owen Wilson impression all the time, and at different scenes where he doesn't belong.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
That's a great movie, though.
Yeah.
It's also the second Woody Allen movie we did.
It is a Woody Allen.
All those people that they're creeped out by Woody Allen were kind of putting him high in the yeah, Coreen, I'm looking at you there.
He likes cities. It's not my fault that Woody Allen.
I looked up his I looked him up right while you were doing it, and he was like, he's 86 years old.
Is he really?
Yeah, and Mrs. Woody Allen is 51 now.
Oh,
that's reasonable now.
Yeah.
You know what I learned last week that I forgot to mention when we were doing Clue? I was like, what's his face who I was playing, whose name just friggin' walked out my brain.
Tim Curry.
Thank you.
Tim Curry.
Do you know he was in a wheelchair and had a stroke in 2012?
No.
No.
He's not in anything?
He had a stroke in 2012. He's in a wheelchair. He's looking rough, guys.
Oh, that's really sad. Tim
It
Curry's
was
so
very sad.
great.
He's been doing apparently a lot of.
I think in 2009.
I think he's been doing. Oh, yeah, I think he's been doing a lot of voiceover work and stuff too. But yeah,
Good.
if you look him up though, it's kind of sad. But he
Oh,
seems
that's sad. I
okay
didn't
with it.
know that.
He seems good. I was just like, what happened? And I was like, oh my god, what happened?
Well, pedophilia to strokes, everybody. What's next?
Oh yeah. Well, we have one more scene for you, and we need many words for it. And Charlie's been practicing. It's gonna be good. So.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Very excited.
This scene is also extremely creepy. So
Yes.
Yes.
we're bringing the creep factor today, guys.
So are movies with cities in the name creepy? Are there creepers in
Every
cities?
single one of them. They didn't make a single one that wasn't about sex with your sister or made by a weirdo.
So I'm thinking of other movies now, and I'm like, yep. Mm-hmm.
I think the data shows that yes, if they're about a city, then there's some creep factor associated.
You know, what are you gonna do? What do we got, Dana?
Okay. I need to find out where the right scroll spot is.
Here to help you remake things that creep you out and turn them into something wonderful that you now enjoy. So that's our whole reason for being.
Okay, so we have a way to refer to a friend, home slice.
Mm-hmm.
A woman's name, Penelope Vanderpump.
Vanderpump Rules.
Loving nickname, Schnookums.
That's cute.
Drink, champagne.
Okay.
Champagne.
Never heard of it.
I love champagne. Positive adjective, delightful.
Maybe that's what you should be drinking next week, Dana.
No, Dana will do shambongs. Have you ever done a shambong?
Ooh, no.
I was just having a thought as we were talking about that. Dana can't drink anything because of our alcohol license.
Oh, no.
That's true.
She buys it at the Comedy Spot.
Sorry. If you want to do a shot of a beer.
No, we're gonna do.
They don't have a liquor
now.
license.
We have to just do a beer.
Okay.
Buzzkill.
Later.
Sorry.
Woman's name, Lacey Come Lately. I'll take beer shots. That's fine.
Yeah.
Way to refer to a friend.
You're more likely to stay alive, so that's cool.
My homie. Movie, Austin Powers. Positive adjective, voluptuous. Attribute, flexibility. Oh, there we go. Place you might live, in a shoebox.
Oh, I hope not.
Are you a mouse?
Silly way to
or
say
a bird that got hurt? Right?
Silly way to
What
say
else am I supposed
sex.
to do?
Going at it.
Going at it.
Way to refer to a friend, biatch.
Hi, biatch. You're awesome.
Silly way of saying sex, boinking.
That
Adjective,
is very silly.
deceitful.
That would not be in any way taken seriously. So how did your date go? We were boinking.
Place you might live, a boathouse. Woman's name, Charlotte.
Do you think you rock around in a boathouse? I always like boathouses seem neat, but then I'm like, wouldn't all your shit fall off your mantle or something? Like, I don't know if you have a mantle. Do you have a fireplace on a boat?
No, there's a difference between a houseboat and a boathouse.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking houseboat. You're right.
Okay.
Also, no, you wouldn't have a fireplace on a boat.
Way to
Could.
say attractive, stunning.
You look stunning.
Loving nickname, pumpkin pie.
Oh, pumpkin.
This is great. We got attribute, beautiful eyes. We also have lazy eye.
You can have beautiful lazy eyes.
Yeah.
Could have a beautiful lazy eye. Just the one.
Yeah.
Drink, Stacey Sunrise.
Is that a real drink? Or is that one
It's
Stacey
now.
should have invented?
No.
A body part, Cupid's bow.
What's that? Oh, that's the,
That's right here.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Top here.
Oh.
Adjective, snarky. Attribute, law abiding.
That sounds suspicious.
Yeah.
If you refer to yourself as law abiding, it means you are not.
Okay, what do you need, boss?
Can I get another body part?
Body
Okay.
part. We have a pinky.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
Jett.
Let's make it happen. Okay, last up is 1995's Leaving Las Vegas. This acclaimed drama follows alcoholic screenwriter Ben Sanderson, played by Nicolas Cage, as he drinks himself into oblivion in Las Vegas. When Ben meets the beautiful prostitute Sarah, they strike up an unconventional relationship, one where she can't ask him to curb his drinking and he can't fault her for her job. Though they offer each other support, Ben's self-destruction threatens to eclipse their bond. In our scene, Ben is drunk and very oddly and excessively flirts with a woman at a bar. It is Nicolas Cage at his Nicolas Cageiest. So let me get a background. I don't know where those went.
Hang on a second.
You're all good.
That's why you're dressed up.
I couldn't.
You were dressed up really early. I was like, what is he doing?
Same. I was like, what scene don't I know about?
I couldn't put my pearls on by myself, so I was like, I have to wear the pearls the whole show. Or else
I know, because I saw him earlier. I was like,
get a cat. The gas.
I'm not an actor like you.
And start.
What's your name?
Penelope Vanderpump.
Oh, well, Penelope Vanderpump, I'm going to buy you a Stacey Sunrise.
No, I'm okay, thank you.
No, no, I am going to buy you a Stacey Sunrise. Bud, would you please buy the lady Stacey Sunrise and another one for you? Yeah, I'm Benny Goodman. That's me. I think you're stunning. That's right. You are stunning. Look at that pinky. Meow. Stunning like a kitty cat. You turn me on. You turn me on. Brum. You're not too flexible. Brum. You're not too law-abiding. Brum. You're not. You have a lazy eye. Brum. You're like a cat. The Cat in the Hat. Look at you. Look at that pinky. Honest to God, that pinky. You're luminescent. You're luminescent. You schnookums. You are just.
Look.
What?
You've been drinking all day.
But of course. Speaking of drinks, here is yours. Yes, there we go. Here's mine. Cheers. There we go. Yes. Let's do it to it. I just thought of an amazing concept. What do you say we finish these and go back to my my shoebox on the beach? Throw Austin Powers on, baby, in the VCR and mix you up a gooey blender Stacey Sunrise. Sound good? Sound stunning?
hey, Ben.
Oh, what? Okay. Bud, give me another Stacey Sunrise. I really wish you'd come to my shoebox with me. You're so snarky, and I'm really good at boinking too, believe me. And you smell voluptuous, and you look voluptuous. Your hair is voluptuous. No? Okay.
Okay, I gotta wake up early in the morning. I have to go. Thank you. Maybe you shouldn't drink so much.
Well, maybe I shouldn't breathe so much, Terry. Ha ha!
That's it, home slice. We're closing up now.
Bravo. Oh, Charlie, your best work.
Wow, Charlie, that was great.
That was great, Charlie. Jesus.
That's so good.
Sorry, I called you Terry Penelope Vanderpump. I messed that one up with the wrong one.
Too into the real life. Oh my god. No, that was really good. That was possibly your best work.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Oh my God.
If you haven't seen that scene, you should watch it because it was just like that, but with words in it that made ever so slightly more sense.
Go see Massive Talent. A theater near you.
He was like, yeah, I watched because you put that in there. I'm like, oh yeah, I saw this movie. He won an Academy Award for this, and I watched it. I'm like, oh my God, he's just terrible Nicolas Cage in this movie. Like, it's like terrible.
There's no acting involved. It's just really him.
It's just him and The Rock in this movie. Like,
yep. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Everybody, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Donate $50 if you would like to pick a scene for us to redo next week. Bruce wants to say hi.
Hi, Bruce. Hey, he doesn't have a head. There it is.
I'm going to put the link to our donation page on our Facebook page, which y'all should be following. Facebook.com/movielibs. I will post it on there. It is bigdayofgiving.org/movie-libs. You'll see.
And we would love to do another donor show for each and every one of you. We think you are all the best, and we appreciate everything you do for us and for the Comedy Spot. And I'm excited to celebrate that next week. So let's do it. What do you say, Bruce? Say bye? Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Bruce.
Bye.